Number 12, Eli Patton. Number 21, Tyler Parker. Number 44, James Watkins. Number 45, Isaac Sharp. The starters for the home team on the scoreboard, the Soldiers of Grace Christian School. Number 2, David Levy. Number 4, Brady Johnston. Number 12, Jacob Moses. Number 21, Bryce Ray. Number 24, Jonathan Hornby.
Welcome back, everyone, here this afternoon for the WVCAT tournament. Chris Kidd with you, Robbie Mounts, our engineer, with Jackie Moon, our camera operator, as we are here for our first boys game of the day. This is the 5th place game in this tournament between Mercer Christian and Grace Christian. Again, they met up in the girls' championship game earlier today, with Mercer Christian coming away a 46-28 winner. And now these two teams set to go to battle here to see who can get out of this tournament with a positive win on their resume, as tip is controlled by Grace Christian, as they'll be going on the interior to start the game. Driving baseline, kicking it out is Holderby. Now back to the top of the key. Looking around is Bryce Ray. Ray stops, kicks it over left side. Now back over for David Wiebe. He'll drive in. Nice wraparound pass. Wiebe gets it back in the corner as Mercer Christian recovers quickly on the defensive end. As Wiebe will get it back up front. Ray drives inside the free throw line. Can't find an opening. Shovels it over for Holderby. Jonathan Holderby gets inside. Nice take by him as he crashes to the deck, and he'll lay it in for the game's first two. Back the other way quickly comes M.J. Patton. He'll drive left baseline, circles around, kicks it back out. 3 on the way, and that one good for Eli Patton. So both teams starting quick here this afternoon on the offensive end. It's over near side. 3 on the way. That one rolls off for Holderby. Rebounded, though, by Grace Christian. They'll get another look over left side. Little short jumper banked in by Bryce Ray. So 3 for 3 on offensive trips so far for both clubs, as Grace Christian applies some pressure in the backcourt. As Carpenter lobs it over, now back into the middle for M.J. Patton. He'll drive in, almost lost control of it, puts up the little jumper, and M.J. Patton converts. So 4 for 4 on the offensive side, so we could have a shootout on our hands here this afternoon in this 5th place game. Looking inside, nice give and go that time. Unable to finish at the rim, though, was Ray. Rebound taken away by the Cavaliers. It's M.J. Patton up the right side. Has to look back to Coach Jeff Booth as he gets the call. Patton will hand it off. Chance Watkins looks inside. His pass deflected right back to him. Now over to Eli Patton. He'll fire another 3. That one rattles out. Strong rebound by Carpenter. Gives it back to Eli Patton. Goes up. Can't bank it in. And rebound taken away by Grace Christian's Jacob Moses. Look towards the right elbow. Fadeaway jumper off the mark for Wiebe. Taken back by Mercer. So here comes M.J. Patton up the left side. He looks to try and bring Isaac Sharp out a little bit, and now Sharp will catch a pass at the top of the key. Looks inside, pass too tall, and intercepted there by Holderby. As Holderby looks up ahead, pass almost too far. Wiebe catches up to it, kicks it back out. Straight on 3 on the way for Holderby, and he'll knock it down. So Jonathan Holderby with 5 quick points, and the lead back over to Grace Christian at 7-5. Watkins gives it back over to Eli Patton, now to M.J. Patton. He'll take the baseline jumper. That one off the side of the rim, no good. Now deflected, taken away by Sharp. He'll go up and under. Nice reverse layup by Isaac Sharp. What a move by him, and we're all even at 7 apiece. Into the front court. Ray. And we get our first whistle of the afternoon. A little over 3 minutes into the contest. They're going to get Isaac Sharp on the push. Moses inbounds it. Get it over for Wiebe. Wvcat trying to shake his way inside. Kicks it back out. Now faking on a three is Moses. Gives it back to Wvcat. He'll dribble into the paint, kicks it out left side as Brady Johnston takes it all the way in, and a charge called. So wipe out the basket. The foul will go against Brady Johnston. You see the take here as getting over in time, and yeah, MJ Patton was there in plenty of time as that on our Access Health instant replay. As Carpenter gives it off to MJ Patton. Patton will bring it back out towards midcourt to reset the offense. As Carpenter will swing it over for Eli Patton. Now MJ Patton runs the baseline, dribbles inside, had it knocked away and taken away as Ray comes up with it. Ray going coast to coast, gives it off to Wvcat. Nice look for him as Carpenter was right there ready to block that shot if he didn't give it up, and Wvcat with his first basket. It's 9-7 now. Grace Christian is over for MJ Patton in the corner. Three on the way. That one off the front iron, no good. Watkins with the rebound. Goes back up on the left block. He's blocked. Goes back up. Can't hit. A third try. This time no good either. Rebounded though by Sharp. He'll put up the baseline jumper and he'll convert. So 4 chances and Mercer Christian finally puts it down, and we're all even again at 9 apiece. It's Holderby. Dribbles in, kicks it back out into the corner. Ray, he'll launch three, or Moses rather, on the three, no good. And now we get a hold in the backcourt against Grace Christian. As you take a look at our Access Health instant replay, again, the great give there over to Wvcat for the finish a moment ago for Grace Christian. Actually, we're going to get the foul on Mercer Christian that time in the backcourt. With 3:23 to go here in the opening quarter. As Ray needed to tie his shoes, we're ready to go again. Moses will trigger it in. Tried to force it in that time to Johnston, had it knocked away. And it'll stay here with Grace Christian. So Moses will be the trigger man one more time. Gets it into Wvcat. As Moses will get it back in the corner, he'll go for a three. That one's short. Rebound fought for, knocked out of bounds, and Moses holding the ball as he falls to the ground out of bounds, gives it back to Mercer Christian. So again, Wvcat just disrupting things in the backcourt slightly here for Mercer Christian as they try and work it across. Now they finally get it into the middle as Patton gives it off into the corner for Sharp. He'll drive in, goes up, and he'll be fouled on the way to the basket. So that'll be a hold that time against Grace Christian. And this will be the first free throws of the game for Mercer Christian. That one too strong from Sharp. These are the first free throws for either side in the game. Sharp too strong on both of them, but Carpenter outfights everyone for the rebound, and Mercer gets another look at it. It's MJ Patton faking, waiting, gives it back out for Watkins. Now he looks into the corner. Patton makes the catch, takes the jumper, gets it to roll around and fall home, and MJ Patton with 4 points. And a timeout here by Grace Christian, a 30-second timeout. As you see here on the replay, the baseline jumper for Patton gets the friendly roll. As Mercer takes the lead 11-9. Again, we are here for the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament. Again, Mercer Christian's girls winning on the girls' side earlier today. Now we have the 5th place game, 3rd place game, and the championship game still coming your way here this afternoon on Video Productions. As next it'll be Cross Lanes against Mount Hope in the 3rd place game. Then you'll have Greater Beckley Christian against Tays Valley in the finals. As Mercer was defeated in their first game, but then came back and won against Calvary to get into this 5th place game as they lost to Greater Beckley Christian, as Grace Christian lost their first game to Mount Hope, but then came back and defeated Victory yesterday in order to advance into this contest. It's Grace Christian with the ball. Moses Fakes the top of the key, gives it off. And Wiebe, they're going to call him for a travel. So that'll give it back over to Mercer with a 2-point lead, as it's been back and forth so far here in the opening quarter. As Eli Patton will bring it across the timeline. Had a 3-pointer start the game for Mercer Christian. Now over to MJ Patton. So swing it over for Sharp. Now back near side as Gage Thompson into the game for the Cavaliers. Now back over to MJ Patton. He's forced back out. Can't find an opening against this zone defense. Now back over to Eli Patton. He'll fire the three from the left wing. That one's short. Strong rebound by Wiebe as he went above everybody as we go under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's Wiebe. Kicks it out for Moses. Back over to Wiebe. He'll fire the three from the near side. That one online but short. Rebound underneath. Going back up. Counted and the foul as Holderby will go to the line to try and give Grace Christian the lead back, or I should say Brady Johnston on that putback. You see it here in our Access Health Instant Replay. And Johnston, strong take, and then got the foul on Sharp, and that's going to be number 2 on him. So that'll bring Watkins back into the game. And Asher Cicena set to check in for Grace Christian at the next, or after the free throw, and that one will fall. So Johnston completes a 3-point play, and that'll send Ray to the bench for a breather with 1:46 left in the quarter. It's Watkins, the big man, will bring it across midcourt. He'll finally find Eli Patton. Again, trying to move this zone defense, see if they can set up some of their outside shooting, or get into the middle here and try and set up some passing out of it. They do so successfully. Set up MJ Patton, and he'll knock down the three. And that's the way you have to attack a zone, and Mercer Christian did it effectively that time. It's Patton with 7 points here in the first quarter. He's out front, dribbling into the corner. Cut off with Cicena, he'll kick it back out. Wiebe goes cross court for Johnston. Now over in the corner for Moses, drives baseline, and a push going to be called here. And that'll go against Gage Thompson. So Moses will inbound underneath his own basket. As they set up their stack formation, they give it over for Wiebe. Takes it baseline, jumper on the way, gets the friendly roll. David Wiebe now with 4 points as we go under a minute to go in the first quarter. Watkins on the left side, gets across court. MJ Patton fakes on a shot, dribbles towards the left elbow, pulls up there. That one off the mark, rebounded by Holderby. So kick it up ahead. Cicinas gives it back. Errant pass, but it still finds Moses as Holderby dribbles in, kicks it out. Now back over to Cicinas. He'll give it back to Moses. Head fakes over to Johnston. Fadeaway three from the corner. That one off the mark. Rebounded, though, underneath by Cicinas. Back out to Wiebe. He'll try a three. Nearly banked it in. Ball loose. Still controlled by Grace Christian. It's over for Wiebe again. Under 10 seconds left. Pull up in the lane. No good. Rebounded by Carpenter. Mercer Christian's got to hurry here. 3 seconds. It's Patton. He's from inside of half court. That one's short. And that'll do it for the opening 8 minutes of action. Back and forth here between Grace Christian and Mercer Christian, tied at 14. You're watching the WVCAT tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Welcome back, everybody, here to the Summersville Armory in Summersville, West Virginia. Chris Kidd with you. Robbie Mounts, our engineer, with a good tournament that's been underway here for a few days here with the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament. And this is our 5th place game for these championships as Mercer Christian getting the first look here in quarter number 2, as first quarter no team led by more than one possession. It was back and forth the whole way as Eli Patton goes for 3 from the left corner. That one no good. Rebound tipped, and Johnston takes it away for the Soldiers. So here comes Grace Christian as Moses over to Wiebe. Wiebe goes for the alley-oop up for Holderby. Got the catch, but didn't have quite the angle to get the shot off, and then knocked out of bounds by Mercer Christian. Moses looking on the inbound, gets it into Wiebe. Tries to up fake, now just takes the 3. That one left short and rebounded on the backside by Eli Patton. He'll lob it up ahead to MJ Patton. Patton tries to force his way in, has to circle back out. Watkins with it. Now MJ Patton gets it back. And as we said, still trying to probe this zone right now. They put Watkins in the middle, trying to see if they can find an access valve in there, get a pass in, see if they can circle something out for a jumper. Now they do get it into Watkins. They kick it over for Thompson. He fakes. Back to MJ Patton. Eli Patton finally finds the opening for 3, but that one over the rim, no good. Carpenter, though, great save by him. As MJ Patton couldn't find a lane and has to circle back out. As they get it into the corner for Watkins. Here comes Patton. He drives in, found an opening, couldn't finish, but there's Carpenter again on the glass as he saved the possession twice, and he puts in his first bucket of the game. So Mercer Christian back in front now, 16-14. And there's a bump from Carpenter at the top of the key, as you see here on our Access Health Instant Replay. And Patton getting the lane, but Carpenter there able to tip it back up and in. Wiebe will get it out to Moses. Now over to Sinis. He'll take the 3. High arching shot. No good as it goes over the backboard. And that'll give it back to Mercer. So Mercer looking for the first 2-possession lead of the game for either side so far. We're nearly 10 minutes into the contest. Eli Patton gives it over near side. MJ Patton goes for 3. That one a bit of a line drive, no good. Rebounded though by Watkins. His offensive rebounding been big so far for Mercer, as Patton will try it again. This one another line drive left short. Watkins again though grabs the board, forces his way in, no good. Can't hit on the putback, and now we get a whistle and a tie up, and the possession error will give it over to Grace Christian. So we have a substitution as Ray will check back into the game. Moses will go to the bench. Long pass up ahead, trying to hurry up this Mercer Christian defense. Wiebe, they get it back out. Now over to Ray. He'll swing it back to Wiebe. Got the corner, drives in, and he'll lay it up and in as David Wiebe with 6 points now. 16-16 your score. We continue to go back and forth in this game. Patton will cross midcourt. Gets it over to MJ Patton. They try and work it down low for one of the few times they get inside. Carpenter can't hit on the hook shot, though, and rebounded by Johnston. So a chance for Grace Christian to retake the lead. Up ahead, Wiebe gets inside, pulls up in front of Thompson, can't bank it in. Rebounded by Holderby. He'll count it, and the foul. Jonathan Holderby with his 7th point of the first half. And here you see him crashing the glass and getting the putback and the foul on our Access Health Instant Replay. And Holderby the soft touch for the big man. He's got 8 points now, and the lead now over to Grace Christian by 3. So they've scored the last 5. Eli Patton looks far side for Watkins. Now MJ Patton in the corner. As I said, this has slowed down Mercer Christian's pace, having to play against this zone defense. Saw them a couple of weeks ago over in Bluefield against Tazewell, Virginia. They love to get up and down. But they've had to be a lot more methodical, and now going to be a turnover here. Double dribble called on Carpenter. And now a timeout called by Coach Booth and Mercer Christian. With 4:31 to go in the first half. We'll step aside and be back after this 30-second break here on Video Productions.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
(19-16), Grace Christian leads Mercer Christian here in this fifth place contest. Chris Kidd with you, Robbie Mounts, our engineer, with Jackie Moon, our camera operator for today's contest. Now it's Grace Christian looking to take the first two possession lead of this game for either side. As Johnston had it deflected over to him, now it gives it over to Wiebe into the corner. Cicinas, laser pass out front for Ray, three on the way, no good, rebounded underneath by Carpenter. Now pass almost intercepted by Johnston. Here comes Mercer trying to quicken the pace as Patton gets it back out. Eli Patton steps into a three, that one no good, and rebound taken away by Cicinas as he was able to outreach Carpenter in those long arms. Nice fake drive in by Ray, puts up the floater, and there's the first two possession lead of the game for either side. Bryce Ray with his fourth point. We got 3:37 to go before halftime. It's been a tight game so far. This zone defense has really started to slow the pace here as Mercer Christian had 14 points in the first quarter. They've only got 2 so far here in the second. MJ Patton looking to change that. 3 left short. Rebounded, though, by Watkins. Again, can't finish at the rim, and Holderby may have had something to do with it that time. So here comes Grace Christian back the other way. Wiebe over for Holderby. Tries to dribble drive in, kicks it out for Ray. Good-looking 3 on the way, and he'll bury it. Ray now with the last 5 points. He's got 7, and the lead all of a sudden up to 8 for the Soldiers. Inside they go to Carpenter, backs his way in, kicks it back out. Eli Patton into the lane, fouled on the play, can't convert, but he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. So Eli Patton scored the first 3 points of the game for Mercer, but hasn't been able to find the bottom of the net since then. He's able to do so here. It's only the second trip to the line here so far for Mercer Christian, as Isaac Sharp will check back into the game with those 2 fouls. It's Eli Patton's second free throw, good as well. So that draws Mercer back to within 6 at 24-18. Cicinas kicks it over. Wiebe looks out front, able to find a man as Ray has had the hot hand the last couple of trips. Now goes inside for Holderby. Nice kick out for Wiebe. 3 on the way, and that one canned as well. So Grace Christian heating up here in the later stages of the second quarter. Wiebe now with 9 points. Inside they go to Watkins, puts it on the floor, goes up, rejected by Holderby, but it goes right to Eli Patton, and he puts it back in. 27-20, Grace Christian. Cicinas looking, finds Holderby. Holderby kicks it back out. Lob back in for Holderby, backing in. Swings it, Wiebe. Gets into the paint, jump stops, pull-up jumper, too strong. Rebound off the hands of Mercer, back into Johnston's hands. Back over to Wiebe. Dribbles in again. This time gets all the way to the rack. No good, but he's fouled on the play as it'll be a blocking call against Watkins. You see it here on our Access Health Instant Replay. The take by Wiebe. And Johnson, or excuse me, you could see Watkins was moving as he was trying to get in position to take that charge, but Wiebe unable to hit on the first attempt. Trying to get into double figures if he can knock this one down. As he does hit the second. 10 points now for David Wiebe. It's 1:45 left here in the second quarter. MJ Patton got off to a hot start. He had 7 points, but hasn't been able to hit from the field since then. They kick it out sharp. He'll go for three. That one off the mark and rebounded by Holderby. So up ahead, they go to Ray. Ray now to Wiebe. Back over for Cicinas. Gets into the paint, kicks it back out. Good ball movement here by the Soldiers as Holderby going to be fouled on the floor, they say. So it's a blocking foul against Mercer Christian. I believe they got Watkins on that foul. And must be, since he's going to the bench here, that'll get Elias Sharp off the bench. So inbounded to Wiebe, turns the corner, gets by his man, lays it up and in. Great move by David Wiebe. He's got 8 of his 12 points this quarter. The lead now at 10 for the first time for either side. It was a one-possession game for over 10 minutes of this game, but Grace Christian started to open it up as MJ Patton off on another three, taken away by Grace Christian. Here comes Ray into the front court. Nice crossover on Patton, kicks it into the corner. Wiebe tries another three, and he converts another one. As he has been red hot here in the second quarter. And now the lead is up to 13 as MJ Patton dishes off for Sharp, goes with a reverse layup. This time he won't convert it. Soldiers looking to pile on here before halftime. 35 seconds left. Cicinas never could quite get his footing there. Gets it to Johnston in the corner and another three. They are putting on a clinic here in the second quarter as Grace Christian. It was tied at the end of one. They've outscored Mercer by 16 here in the second quarter, but what a take by Patton as he throws it in. Plus the foul. That was much needed for the Cavaliers. As you take a look at it again here on our Access Health Instant Replay, and great circus shot there by Patton, able to flick it in. And they have outscored Mercer Christian 22-8 here in the second quarter as Grace Christian. Eli Patton, free throw up, and this one good. Now 15 seconds left here in the first half. Ray lobs it into the corner. They get it back out. Cicinas almost had it knocked away. 7 seconds, gets it out to Wiebe. Wiebe's had the hot hand here to close out the quarter. Does he want the shot? Gives it up to Cicinas. He'll have to take the shot. That went off the mark, and that'll do it for the first half of action as Grace Christian, on a great second quarter run, takes a 36-23 lead into halftime. We'll step aside and be back after this as you are watching the WVCAT Championships with us right here on Video Productions.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Hey, grab me one too. Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance, we've got your back office.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm Dr. Chad Lavender. My fertilized ACL technique has gained national and international attention. It all started here on a small football field in West Virginia. That's where my passion to help athletes and others began. I personally have had 19 different states and locations that patients have traveled from for this ACL reconstruction.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
This game is sponsored by Brian Hilton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Hilton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Hilton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
This game is sponsored by Brian Hilton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Hilton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Hilton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Welcome back, everybody, here to the Summersville Armory. Chris Kidd with you. Robbie Mounts, our engineer, with Jackie Moon, our camera operator, for our second game of the day here on Video Productions. Again, the girls' game was first in the championship round. Mercer Christian knocked off Grace Christian, but now the boys looking to get some revenge here. As in the first half, Mercer Christian was led by Eli Patton with 10 points, MJ Patton with 7, Isaac Sharp with 4, Kyler Carpenter with 2. On the other side, Grace Christian, David Wvcat had 15 points, Jonathan Holderby with 8, Bryce Ray with 7, and Brady Johnston with 6. As 5 3-pointers for Grace Christian, 4 of those coming in the second quarter, really helped open up this lead as MJ Patton, again, not had much of an arc on his threes today, leaves that one short, then gets blocked at the rim. As here comes Grace Christian back the other way, leaking behind everyone as Wiebe fakes, goes up, and now he's up to 17 points as he continues to stay hot. After the halftime break, he had 11 of those points in the second quarter, along with a pair of threes. The lead up to 15, the largest was 16 points. And it was back and forth in that first quarter, all tied up at 14. And then once Grace Christian got above a one-possession lead. They just haven't looked back in this game. And it's been a lot of this zone defense and Mercer Christian not being able to hit from the outside that's really hurt them in this game. So they've had many looks from three-point land, but only knocked down 2 so far. He's getting inside Patton, had to throw up a wild shot, no good. Here comes Wiebe leaking out again, driving in one-on-one. Steps back inside, what a move by him, and gets the friendly roll. David Wiebe just taking this game over right now with 19 points. He was able to shake by Gavin Oxley that time, and now we'll get a whistle and a push. They're going to get this foul on Wiebe as you see that little jump step to the inside, and then still able to get it over the outstretched arms of Sharp that time. As MJ Patton struggling up against 5-second call. That was really close. That had to be on 4 8/9 right there before he got that in. Now MJ Patton over to Eli Patton. He'll try a 3. That one rattles out. Now put back up by Sharp. No good, but a foul going to be called. Looks like on Moses this time. As he had the guilty look, and he's the one that they do whistle for it. Again, there's that move again by Wiebe a moment ago. And able to get it off these soft rims here, and you know they've been shooter friendly all week, and there's a good case of it. Sharp gets the first one to fall after he missed his first 2 free throws back in the first quarter. And Sharp able to connect on both, so he's got 6 points for the game. Mercer Christian now going to go full court pressure here. They feel this game slipping away from them, trying to create some opportunities for themselves as Ray nearly forgot the ball in the backcourt. Now does lose it, trying to go behind his back, and Sharp, easy layup. And there's 4 quick points for the Cavaliers, 40-27. As Wiebe able to break the pressure, gets it inside for Holderby, turn around in the lane, and he'll bank it home. Holderby now into double figures with 10 points. Here's Patton. Eli Patton drives in, fakes, goes up, tried to bank it in from a tough angle, nearly did, but it rolls off. Now Moses looks up ahead to Wiebe. Wiebe once again on the attack, goes up, thought he was going to get more contact than that and didn't, but there's Holderby once again on the cleanup crew. He's got a dozen now and 4 quick points right back to Grace Christian. And now pass intercepted by Ray. He drives in on Carpenter, and Carpenter may have helped get him off balance a little bit that time, but Ray not complaining on the way back up the floor, so he may have just tripped himself up. Patton, 3 on the way, that's short. Wiebe able to get the rebound. Wiebe looks inside, laser pass, finds Johnson on a bounce, out to Holderby. He'll pull the trigger, that one too strong, but it hops right to Johnston, goes up, and a charge on him. Coach John Edwards of Grace Christian not happy with the call. The second foul now on Johnston. It's 3 team fouls already here in the third quarter against Grace Christian. MJ Patton trying to save a little time here as he lets the ball roll up the floor. Sharp looking. Again, this zone defense now looking more of an extended 3-2 at the moment, but they keep switching in and out of it. But here they find a good attack on the inside, but it rolls out on Sharp. Now up ahead to Wiebe, drives in, gets by Patton, can't hit, but gets it back, goes back up, misses again. Johnston gets it. He'll get the whistle and the foul. And talk about bad luck. If you're Mercer Christian, you get 2 misses around the rim, no one's there for the rebound, and then you compound it by making the worst mistake, fouling on an N1 now. Johnston with 8 points. Looking to build this to a 20-point lead now, and he's able to. Once again, MJ Patton just going to let that ball roll up the floor to try and save time. 4:47 to go here in the third quarter. As he's able to get into the lane, puts up a floater. That one no good. Carpenter grabs the rebound, and he'll put it back up and in. He'll inbound it. Tough catch there for Ray, and now has it pickpocketed by Sharp. As Sharp drives in left side, gets the contact, but can't hit the shot as Moses reached in and committed the foul. You see here in our Access Health Instant Replay the take, and there was the reach in by Moses, so an easy call for the officials. And Sharp missed his first 2 today, made his last 2 from the line, and he connects on this one. It's looking to get into double figures now for the game is Isaac Sharp. He's got 9 points. That went off the mark, rebounded by Johnston underneath. Here comes Ray pushing back the other way. Ray between his legs looking for an opening, gives it to Holderby. Holderby shovels it back out. Ray will go for a 3. That one's short. Rebound taken away by Sharp as 4 team fouls against Grace Christian right now. So Mercer Christian will be in the 2-shot penalty for the rest of the quarter, and we're not even halfway through it yet. Patton rejected on the inside by Holderby. Here comes Ray, has trouble coming up behind him, but Sharp doesn't come up with a steal. Now attacking his Holderby, and there's a charge on him. And you see on the far side, Coach John Edwards holding up 3 fingers to the officials, basically telling them that's 3 times you've blown that call or missed a call. As Watkins up off the bench, set to check back in, as Thompson will go to the bench. And now the officials telling Coach Edwards that's enough. And this time Weeby's going to try and force Patton to pick that up at midcourt instead of burning off more time. Now here's an attack by Sharp, and he gets in and lays it in. I'll tell you what, though, rolling the ball at the floor like that, it has caused Grace Christian to get a little out of their zone defense and giving Patton a little bit of a driving lane once he picks it up. They cut it down to 15. Johnston for 3, and it's erased that quickly. So anytime Mercer Christian started to mount a little bit of momentum, Grace Christian wipes it out in a hurry as here's Eli Patton for 3. That one's short. Rebound tipped around, goes to Sharp. He puts it back up and in, and he's having a big third quarter here. That's 9 points for him in the quarter, 13 for the game. It's dangerous pass out front, but it finds Moses over to Weeby. Weeby penetrates in, puts up the floater, and he hits again. He's got 21 points now for the contest. 52-34 in favor of the Soldiers. As they go inside to Watkins, backing in, turns with the left hook in the lane, and it rattles out. And boy, Mercer Christian just having a lot of tough luck around the rim today as Weeby behind his back, shakes by Patton, but can't finish at the rim. And we're going to get a loose ball foul here on Weeby, it appears. There you see the little shot in the lane there for Weeby. Well, now the scoreboard went out momentarily. Now it's back up, but that is the 6th foul of the quarter on Grace Christian, but that'll send Watkins to the line now. Again, each foul by Grace Christian the rest of this quarter will result in 2 free throws for the Cavaliers, but Watkins can't convert on the first. Watkins hasn't scored yet in this game. He's had multiple opportunities around the rim, but just hasn't been able to put one through yet, and still hasn't as he misses both. Rebound tipped out long, loose on the floor, and we're going to get we got a timeout. Man, they were gracious with that timeout to Coach Edwards, as it'll be a 30-second timeout. And Mercer Christian still not surprised that they gave him that timeout, just because it was still kind of up for grabs as who had possession of that ball. But again, stay with us here on Video Productions. Coming up next, we'll have Cross Lanes and Mount Hope in the 3rd place game of the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament. And then our finale at approximately 5 o'clock will be Greater Beckley Christian against Tays Valley. So again, we've got 2 more games coming your way here today from the Summersville Armory in the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament. Again, the Mercer Christian girls victorious 46-28 over the over the Grace Christian girls in the finals. In the final at noon today. Now Grace Christian looking to get some revenge on the boys' side as Johnston, nice fake, takes a baseline, pulls up, can't finish, rebound tipped up, Holderby trying to get it back, volleyballs it back out. What a save by Holderby. Now here's Wiebe. What a spin move inside. Misses at the rim, gets it back. Here's a third chance. Now it's knocked away from him, and MJ Patton comes up with it. He loses it as he crashes to the ground, and that'll give it back over to Grace Christian. So that was an out-of-control sequence on both sides. Moses tries to throw it in, almost stolen by Sharp, but Ray drives in into the corner. Johnston, he'll step back for three. Hit there a moment ago and hits again. He's put together a big quarter too. He's got 9 of his 15 points this period. 55-34. This is the largest the lead's been all afternoon long. Eli Patton pulls for three. That one's an air ball. Rebound will go out of bounds over to Grace Christian. Minute 49 left here in the third quarter. As Grace Christian led it by 13 at halftime. They've increased that lead by 8 more here in this quarter after it was tied at the end of the first. As Wiebe on the attack, finishes and one. Again, what a game he's having. 23 points altogether. Again, strong take again right to the 10. So he had 4 points at the end of the first. He had 11 in the second quarter. He's got 8 so far here in the third quarter. His free throw won't fall. Carpenter grabs the rebound. It's MJ Patton stepping back. Again, Patton had 7 points in the first quarter, but he hasn't scored since then. And now you get a foul and a reach in on Moses. That'll send Mercer Christian back to the free throw line. The third foul on Jacob Moses. Carpenter with 4 points today. He hasn't been to the line yet and misses off the back iron. He gets Sisenis checking back in for Grace Christian. Also Stephen Jones back into the game. It's Holderby and Moses will go to the bench. Carpenter able to connect on the second free throw. 57-35 in favor of the Soldiers. As Ray lobs it over. Pass back over to Ray. Tries to get inside, lost control of it, throws it away. Sisenis tracks it down, throws it, and MJ Patton threw it between the legs of Wiebe, and Patton was out of bounds. And, you know, Wiebe, it's a good thing that Patton got that between his legs. If not, then, well, we might be waiting here a while for Wiebe to get back to his feet. That was a pretty rough pass he threw there. As they get it back over into the corner, Wiebe fires on a three, and he hits again. He's just been outstanding today. From the field, 11 points in the second quarter, 11 now in the third quarter, 26 for the game, and a travel called on Eli Patton. Here's the three from Wiebe on our Access Health Instant Replay. As Gavin Oxley checks back into the game, Eli Patton will check out. Sisenis will cross the timeline, gives it to Ray. Ray gets it back, swings it over for Jones. Under 45 seconds left here in the third. Now coming off a curl, here's Sisenis for three from the corner. That one no good. Sharp snags the rebound. So he'll bring it up the right side, cuts into the center, drives into the basket, and he'll lay it in as Johnston backed off at the last moment there to avoid possibly giving up an M1 opportunity. And that's 11 points this quarter for Sharp, as he and Wiebe have had a heck of a third period. Sisenis with 10 seconds left. Pass gets away, taken away. As here comes Sharp back the other way, 3-on-1. Sisenis back to try and stop it. Patton still hasn't scored since the first quarter. Now we'll get a foul with 3.7 seconds to go. As you see here, the take by Sharp a moment ago. Great up and under there. And now it'll be Sharp going back to the free throw line, try and add to his total this period. As he swishes the first through, he's 4 of 5 from the line this quarter. 4 of 7 from the line for the game. He's now got 16 points altogether to lead Mercer Christian. Second free throw good as well, so make it 17. As Brady Stinson will check in for Sharp for the final 3.7 seconds of the quarter. So they get it into Wiebe. Wiebe will just run out the third quarter here. Won't even take a shot, and that'll do it for the third quarter of action as Grace Christian increases their 13-point halftime lead to 21 as we head to the final 8 minutes of action. You are watching the WVCAT Championships with us right here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
Start of the fourth quarter here from the Summersville Armory in Summersville, West Virginia. Chris Kidd with you, with Robbie Mounts, our engineer, Jackie Moon, our camera operator, for today's action as Grace Christian turned it on after the first quarter. It was tied at 14-14 in a back-and-forth game, and ever since then, they have just taken command of this contest. They lead it by 21 entering the final frame in this fifth-place contest. They have knocked down 8 threes in this game, whereas Mercer Christian has just gone ice cold from the outside. They've only knocked down 2, and those both came in the first quarter. It's underneath Holderby, kicks it back out. Wiebe has been on fire this entire game, basically. Gets back in the corner, drives baseline, and he's going to be pushed by Carpenter. That'll be the second foul on him. The inbound underneath, getting free is Holderby, and he'll lay it in. He's just methodically gotten his way to 14 points in this game. It's MJ Patton, still looking for his first basket since the first quarter. Steps back, jumper short. Rebound tip, knocked loose. Patton gets it back, and there will be a foul there. So kind of picking up where we left off in the third quarter, where it's turned into a mini foul-a-thon here between both sides. They'll lob it in for Sharp. Sharp gives it off baseline. Patton lost it momentarily, but gets it back. So get it back out. Sharp. And a big third quarter, gives it back to Patton. He'll try another 3. This one in and out, and it's just not been his day so far from the field, as Holderby now going to the ground to try and save it, and now Sinis has fallen on by Sharp. Thankfully he's okay as he gets back to his feet, as he fell awkwardly and was landed on awkwardly. So that'll be the third foul on Sharp. Sinis tried to pass it over, but Patton got his hands on it. Now here comes MJ Patton back the other way. Drives in, kicks it over. A little jumper from the baseline. Sharp unable to convert, and rebound taken away by Holderby. Again, it's just been a lid on the rim, it's felt like, for Mercer Christian today. As they get it over for Wiebe, he'll pop another 3. This one off the mark. MJ Patton with the rebound. And Wiebe with 26 points in this contest. So he'll give it over. And there'll be a travel as Brady Stinson shuffled his feet trying to gather the ball and set his feet. Sinis will bring it up for the Soldiers. Kicks it over for Ray. Ray finds himself wide open. He'll take the three, but that one off the mark. Rebounded by Carpenter. He'll give it back to MJ Patton. Patton looking to get into the lane. Kicks it over to Carpenter instead for three. That one no good, and there's Holder beyond the glass again. He's had a good rebounding day for Grace Christian. And Sisinnis, ball kicked away by MJ Patton. So it'll stay here with Grace Christian with 6:03 to go in the fourth quarter. And checking in now for Mercer Christian will be Logan Oxley. And Brady Stinson will check out. And that game we did in Bluefield a few weeks ago with Mercer Christian and Tazewell, Virginia, that was basically a check-in-a-thon. As nice take by Wiebe as he gets to the rim and he lays it in. He's got 28 now, but you know, it seemed like that was more of the contest than the game. Mercer Christian and Tazewell, Virginia were substituting as if there was a time limit on who could be on the floor at any one time. I think both sides got every player into the game by the end of the second quarter as Wiebe tries to save that errant pass from Sisinnis, but it goes over to Mercer. It's 64-39. Carpenter will give it off to MJ Patton. Patton over into the corner. Sharp will try a jumper. That went over everything. Rebound taken away on the back end that time by Garrett Bailey, who's into the game. Now baseline runner, no good by Ray as Bailey almost committing a foul there. As Carpenter back into the front court. Gives it off for Logan Oxley. Now back over. Sharp to the free throw line. Out to MJ Patton. Drives in, gets by everyone, and there's his first make since the first quarter of action where he had 7 points. That gives him 9 now, and a full timeout called by Mercer Christian. We'll be back in 60 seconds as you're watching the WVCAT Championships here on Video Productions.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With Compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Here at Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with Compliance. Compliance, we've got your back office.
64-41, Grace Christian in control here against Mercer Christian. Chris Kidd with you, Robbie Mounts, our engineer, with Jackie Moon, our camera operator here today. So we are here for the West Virginia Christian Athletic Tournament. This is the 5th place game. Coming up next will be the 3rd place game between Mount Hope and Cross Lanes, and then our final game tonight will be David Wiebe now going for his 30th point. No good on the three as it rattles out, but then our championship game will be Greater Beckley Christian taking on Tays Valley. That at approximately, it's supposed to be approximately 5 o'clock, but it doesn't look like we'll be in that window at the moment, but we'll wait and see. It's turnaround in the paint. That one left short. Rebound, though, over to Logan Oxley, and he'll convert from the baseline. It's Logan Oxley into the scorebook, 64-43, in favor of Grace Christian. This pass over to Bailey. Sharp got his hands on it and going to get a tie-up, so that'll give it over to Mercer Christian. So we approach the midway point of quarter number 4. Oxley now running the point. Starting to see some new faces into the game on both sides, as the outcome is rather in the books at the moment, as Sharp rejected by Bailey. Great block by him. Sharp gets it back. Circles through, then lost it off his left leg and out of bounds. Now you get a couple more substitutes getting into the game here. looks like Weeby is checking out, and he'll get a nice ovation from the Grace Christian fans. So that may be it for the afternoon for him, but what a game for him. 28 points in all here today. As he put on a show this afternoon. It's Bailey. Drives to the baseline. He's cut off. He'll kick it back out. He's looking back inside with Carter Messenger, who's into the game now. He'll shovel it over for Train. And stepping out of bounds, as Bailey said, he'll give it over to Mercer Christian. Oxley will bring it across the timeline. Again, the game was tied at 14 apiece after the first quarter, but it's just been all Grace Christian since then as Stinson knocks down a three. So Brady Stinson, his first bucket of the ball game. Take it over to Sinis. He'll fire a three, and he'll answer back himself. So that's the first points of the game for Asher Sinis. 67-46 with 3 minutes to play. And now they call an over and back call as Oxley evidently hadn't established himself across midcourt on the pass back. And it's just been a myriad of mistakes and missed opportunities for Mercer Christian today. It's Messenger in the right corner, gets it up top for Sinis. Now here's Bailey on the left wing. Back over to Train. He'll fire up a three, and no good off the backboard. Rebound taken away. As Jesse Roberts gets the board for the Cavaliers. Gavin Oxley drives in, had it poked away by Sinis. Now out for Logan Oxley. It's down to 2.5 to play. Inside they go to Roberts. Pass over for Logan Oxley. He'll stop and fire a three. That one misses over everything and rebounded by Messenger. Sinis will bring it up the floor. Gives it over for Bailey. He'll lob it over far side as Casey Hubbard into the game. That shot off the mark. Rebound taken away. Gavin Oxley. Oxley, nice little Euro step to the inside. Can't finish on the layup. Rebounded by Hubbard. So he'll give it off to Sinis in a race to the basket with Oxley, and he'll be hammered as he goes to the rim. So that'll send him to the free throw line with 1:51 to play. Again, next up here on Video Productions, we have Mount Hope taking on Cross Lanes, a battle of the Warriors in that contest. So won't be a whole lot of nickname naming in that contest on my end. Sinis off on the first free throw attempt. And you get a couple more substitutes checking in here for Mercer Christian. It's Carter Roberts into the game. Also Noah Ellison into the contest. And Stephen Jones waiting at the scorer's table. Likely for Sinis if he can knock down this free throw. And he does convert, so Sinis will check out. Likely finish the game with 4 points. 68-46 in favor of Grace Christian, 1:45 to play. As Mercer Christian will finish 6th in this tournament. Grace Christian on their way to a 5th place finish in this tournament. They go inside, Oxley goes up, and he'll bank it in. So Gavin Oxley with his first 2 of the game. 68-48. There's Train. Brings it inside for Hubbard. Back out for Jones. Jones gives it back to Hubbard. He'll put up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Jones. Tries to pull it back out and does. Train gets it, and he's bumped by Stinson. That'll be the 4th team foul now against Mercer Christian here in the 4th quarter. Biggest drama left now is will Grace Christian get to 70 as Bailey unable to do so on that. Messenger blocked from behind. Good play there by Logan Oxley. As here comes Stinson out of the fray with it. Logan Oxley lost it on the way in, trying to cross up Train that time. Gets it back out front, now underneath, layup up and good for Carter Roberts as he gets 2 on the board. 68-50, 38 seconds to go. Train dribbled into some trouble, finds Jones. Jones looking for help, finds Hubbard, now over to Bailey. Bailey lobs it over for Train into the corner, down to 25 seconds. Train gets inside, puts up the shot. That one off the back iron, no good. Tip back out there by Hubbard. Train gets another chance. Floater won't fall. Rebound, they try and get it back out. Looking for Train again. Train dribbles in, puts up the runner. Oh, just off the back iron, no good. Bailey gets it back though, but he will put it in with 5 seconds to go. And that will do it this afternoon for Grace Christian and Mercer Christian as Grace Christian wins it going away 70-50. We'll step aside and be back to recap things right after this as you are watching the WVCAT Championships here on Video Productions.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
$70-50 your final score here today between Grace Christian and Mercer Christian as Grace Christian comes out on top. Let's look at our final scoring here. For Mercer Christian, they were led by Isaac Sharp with 17 points, Eli Patton with 10, MJ Patton with 9. Then you had Kyler Carpenter with 5, Brady Stinson with 3, Logan Oxley, Carter Roberts, and Gavin Oxley each with 2 points apiece. On the other side, for Grace Christian, David Wiebe, heck of a ball game, 28 points for him. Brady Johnston with 15 points, Jonathan Holderby with 14 points, Bryce Ray with 7, Asher Cicinas with 4, and Garrett Bailey with 2 points to round out the scoring as 9 3-pointers for Grace Christian, only 3 for Mercer Christian, just cold from the outside all day. 5 of 8 from the line for Grace Christian, 9 of 15 from the line for Mercer Christian, as Grace Christian will take home 5th place in this tournament, Mercer Christian 6th, and coming up in about 13 minutes, it'll be time for our 3rd place contest between Mount Hope and Cross Lane. So we'll see you back here shortly on Video Productions.